All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. I am Richard Hurst, and tonight we are back here at Atlanta. I know you've seen us broadcasting here last night, but we are back here tonight, and we are going to be with the Elite Cup Racing Next Gen Series. And they are right now. They are finishing up a little bit of practice, trying to get ready for this. I think it's a 150 lap race, 231 miles of Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at their points going into tonight's race, and there it is. It looks like Taylor Burton, he is going to be up in the number one spot. Adam Botten, he is going to be sitting in second. Kyle Diaz is going to be sitting in third. John Osborne going to be sitting fourth. Ryan McCall is going to be topping out your top five. You got Bradley Rivers going to be sitting in sixth. Stanley Carnathan is going to be sitting in seventh. Kane Lee going to be starting in, going to be sitting in eighth in points, and Jeff No is going to be sitting in ninth. Sorry, that is very small. Tay McDonald, he is going to be sitting in 10th. Let's take a look at your playoff points coming in tonight. You got Taylor Burton, the playoff standings, he is going to be sitting first. You got Adam, he's going to be sitting in second. Kyle, third. Fourth is going to be John Osborne. Fifth is going to be Ryan McCall. Bradley Rivers. Stan is going to be sitting in seventh. Kane, eighth. Jeff is going to be in ninth. Tate McDonald's in 10th. Travis Gilbert is going to be in 11th, and Aaron Miller is going to be sitting in 12th. Just below the cutoff line is going to be Dwayne Furtick, Pete Walsh, Michael York, and Kent Mueller. All right, qualifying is about to begin, and while they're going ahead and doing their qualifying laps, let's go ahead and step aside. Let's remove our hats and place our hands over our hearts and listen to that beautiful national anthem, and we will be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
All right, always love hearing that national anthem. And once again, we are in our qualifying laps right now. A lot of drivers are registered in this race, 28 to be exact. And we have 8 cars that have either put in a lap or just now putting in laps. And right now we are riding around with Ryan McCall. And if I am correct, that is going to be Mick winning from the Xbox side of things. So glad to see him. Glad to be back on the track with him. Or, excuse me, I'm in the booth watching him. A lot of names I am familiar with. Michael York. Quite a few, actually. Waylon Turner is going to be out there in that number one machine, in that number one Chevrolet. He is going to be working his way around the track. Coming down the backstretch into turn number 3. Let's see where he can qualify at. Right now, he is going to be sitting in 12th. Let's see if he can come off of turn number 4 and get a little run off of turn number 4 and move up the ticker and get a better starting position. And he does. Right now, he is going to be sitting in the top 10. And as everybody puts in their times, those spots are subject to change. You got Burden. He is going to be sitting right there on the pole as of right now. But still, a lot of cars out there putting in their laps still. Well, if you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you, and I appreciate you stopping by. This is a tryout for the Elite Cup Racing Series for us tonight. And we still got just a few less than half, and still need to put in a time. And it looks like Dwayne Furtick, he is going to be out there trying to put in a fast lap in that number 13 Toyota. Oh, and he's going to get loose coming off the turn number 2, and he is going to go to the inside wall, and he has got a lot of damage to that Toyota Camry. Tay McDonald, he is going to be right now in 13th for qualifying. Leroy Koblenz, he has already put in his time right now, sitting about 13th. Now, this is the Legacy Atlanta, so it's not going to be like like we've seen before, like the Super Speedway. So this is going to be Legacy. There's going to be these cars are going to break loose, it's probably not going to be the big pack racing that we're used to seeing at the new paved Atlanta tracks. So tonight is going to be very interesting, and I'll give you a little bit of a summary of what we are expecting. And this is going to be the Boot Scoot Boogie 150 here at Old Atlanta. And there it is. 150 laps, 231 miles. They're going to have one fast repair tonight, about 70% fuel, and about 30 to 43 laps for a fuel window. Now, I've heard some drivers, they can stretch it out to 45 laps, depending on draft and all sorts of kind of things, how much they are backing up the corners. 4 sets of tires, and they do have a DQ limit. So, and that's going to be 12. So 3 incidents, you could be out of there, because every incident is about 4 points. So how many drivers will be left at the end of the race, that is unknown to say as of right now. But I believe these guys can finish with at least, I'm going to say, 24 cars out of the 28 that we have on the track. Picklesmer is going to be out there on the track. I love his paint. Got that body armor. Got body armor Ford Mustang. That's a nice looking car there. And we'll take a ride on board and see how he is doing. Coming out of turn number 4, it looks like he's going to ride that middle lane, go down to the bottom. And I do realize there is no sound for the cars, but we will get that sound turned on once they get done with qualifying and get gridded in. Right now, we're going to be riding around with Michael York. And it looks like the middle lane is going to be their lane of choice as far as, in qualifying. Excuse me. We usually see a lot of drivers, they hug that bottom, especially in 1 and 2. 1 and 2, you see how the car kicked out just a little bit, and that's going to be due to those bumps on the bottom of the track. And we're going to see these cars get loose. We're going to see them get tight. We might see them hit a wall out of turn number 4. Or we might see them, scrub the wall coming out of turn number 2. It's all going to depend on how the track is going to treat these tires. And there he is. He's going to go down to the bottom of the track for that second lap of his qualifying run, and he's going to ride the bottom all the way down to get the best lap that he can. And so far, he is going to be sitting in the 23rd spot. 15 viewers out there on the chat. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Let me know who you are predicting to win tonight's race. Got a lot of good drivers out there, and it looks like Travis Gilbert's going to be out there trying to put in a lap, and we're going to ride around with him. And he's going to be a part of Go for Broke Racing. Nice looking 41 Pennzoil Ford Mustang. Let's see what he's got on the hood of that car. Vet to track. And it looks like he just put in his first lap. Oh, he's got a little bit of connection issues. Sorry, that's what that blinking in and out is. Right now, he's going to take over the 23rd spot. And let's go. Oh, actually, I do believe that is the end of qualifying there. Nope, he is back. Either that was a connection issue of mine or a connection issue of his. I'm not exactly sure. Pete Walsh is going to be out there putting in a lap, coming down the backstretch, coming into turn number 3. Right now, he is the only one that has not put in a lap time. So, once he is done, we'll see them grid up, and we'll get ready to go green flag racing for 150 laps, 231 miles here at Old Atlanta Motor Speedway. Well, while we got a second, let's go ahead and take a look at one of our channel affiliates. And we will be right back. All right, looks like they are getting gridded in, and they are firing them up. 28 drivers out there on the track here tonight. And let's go ahead and take a look at our qualifying order, and that is going to be Tay McDonald. He is going to be on the pole. John Osborne is going to be in second. Robert Roth in third. Starting on his outside is going to be Taylor Burden. Adam Boughton is going to be starting in fifth. Sixth is going to be Dylan Picklesmere. Kent Mueller is going to be starting in seventh. Eighth is going to be Christopher Roth. Ninth is going to be Kane Lee. Aaron Miller is going to be starting 10th. 11th is going to be Ryan McCall. Brad Rivers is going to be starting 12th. Michael Carter is going to be starting in 13th. Holtzman is going to be starting in 14th. Stan is going to be starting in 15th with Joe No right there on his outside in 16th. Eric Anderson is going to be starting in 17th. Kyle Diaz is going to be starting in 18th. 19th is going to be Waylon Turner. Travis Gilbert in 20th. 21st is going to be Furtick. 22nd is going to be Coblentz. Doug Nanese is going to be starting in 23rd. 24th is going to be Dylan Smith. 25th is Michael York. 26th is Carlton Charles. And Pete Walsh is going to be 27th. 28th is going to be Mr. Gary Nash. Well, they are on the track ready to take that pace lap. I appreciate. What's up, Mark? This is going to be the Elite Cup Series. Cup Racing Next Gen Series. Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn that. We'll turn that horsepower up just a little bit. All right, McDonald going to bring him around turn number 3. We'll throw the track map up so you can keep track of your favorite car. I do have it on the car number, so you can kind of see where everybody is. If they're all stacked up, I'm sorry you won't be able to see, but that way I'll have the ticker up so you can see. But here they come out of turn number 4. The pace car is going to dive off, and we are going to be going green this time by. Usually I have green, yellow, and white flags, but I do not have those built for tonight's race, and green flag is out. And here comes Tate McDonald bringing them on the first lap. He's going to get a really good jump. He's going to get about a 2/10 of a second jump, and they are going to be side by side. John Osborne and Robert Roth and Burden are going to be battling it out for the second position. It looks like that high line is going to prevail. Looks like they're going to get a little bit of a run and look at third place of that 06. He is going to be looking to the inside, and he is going to try to take over the second position already as they're coming into turn number 3. John Osborne is going to be dropping back to third. So that high line did get a lot of run off of turn number 2, and he was able to make that pass and take over the second position very fast and pretty much in a hurry. Is he going to be able to take over the lead, though, as he is going to be riding the middle lane and the leader is going to be riding the low lane? Let's see whose tires are going to wear off quicker, as the leader is going to drift all the way out to the outside wall. Pretty good racing so far. Let's go back towards. This is going to be a battle for the 6th position. You got the 94 down low. You got the 12 on the outside. And they are going to be running side by side, coming out of turn number 4 into the tri-oval to the start-finish line. And it is going to be 12 having the run on the outside. But the 94 is not done yet, as he is going to be working at the bottom. And here comes that 45 of Kane Lee. Kane Lee going to be watching this battle. And let's go to his nose cam, and here is the battle. He is going to tuck in behind the number 12, and he is going to be coming into turn number 3. Get a little bit of draft coming down that backstretch into turn number 3. They are both going to take that high line. 94 is not done yet. He has still got that 6th position, and Kane Lee wants it. And so far, he has got it as far as this lap goes, but it is going to be side-by-side racing for that 7th position. We'll zoom out just a little bit so you can see that battle coming out of turn number 2. It is going to be the 45. 94 probably going to tuck in behind that 45 coming down the backstretch. And it is already starting to get a little bit spread out, and these drivers got to be thinking, they probably raced here before in these particular cars. It can go green flag racing for a lot of laps. So we'll have to see how this plays out. We got a little bit of a battle going on back here towards the back, and that's going to be the 24 and the 62. 62 going to have the high line. 24 going to have the low line. 24 pushes up just a little bit, almost a little bit of contact, and that is going to be TRD versus the blue oval Ford Mustang. 24 trying to show that he has the power to get up past that Ford Mustang, and that is going to be Holtzman. And he is so far got that position away from Christopher Roth, but I don't believe that 62 is done just yet. So far, every manufacturer is going to be in the top 5. You got 2 blue ovals, 2 blue oval Fords, and you got 2 Chevrolet Camaros, and 1 Toyota Camry. But this is a nice little battle here. That's going to be the 24, the 62, and the 55 is got a really good view of this battle, and that is going to be a manufacturer's battle too. Look at the run that the 55 had coming through the corner, and he made up a lot of ground really quick, and he's got side-by-side battles right there behind him, and that's going to be the 90 of Ryan McCall, and that's going to be Travis Gilbert. Maybe he had a little bit of connection issue just then, but it looks like the 41 is going to be able to get around the 90 on the low line. Still got the 55 looking to go around the 62 on the high side, and he's able to do it. The 41 has a little bit of draft from the 55, almost a little bit of contact between the 41 and the 62 coming into turn number 3, but they hold it together, and still a lot of side-by-side racing going on behind them. There's going to be the 82, Stan Carnathan. And he is going to be looking to the outside, and he might try to take a 3 wide if he can get the run coming off the turn number 2. And the 62 is going to make a little bit of contact with the 90. car got really tight, and they got a little bit of three-wide battle going back here, and everybody is trying to hold their car straight. 62 is out of shape just a little bit, pushes the 26 up the track. He keeps it out of the wall, and now they are back to two-wide racing, and that 8 just the 8 just barely got by on that one. But the 26, that is Kyle Diaz. He is holding his own out there, and almost got into the wall. Waylon Turner in that number 1 machine. He's gonna be looking on the outside of Christopher Roth, and Christopher Roth is going the wrong way, down 12 positions from where he started this race. But our biggest mover of the race is going to be this guy right here, and that is going to be Travis Gilbert. He is going to be working his way up 8 positions from where he started this race. Well, Tate McDonald has worked his way out about 2.2 seconds. He has got the speed here early on in the race with the 10 laps already complete, 140 laps left to go with Tyler Burton. He is going to be back here in a second, up 2 positions from where he started. And Kane Lee, he is also going to be sitting in third, up 6 positions. So a lot of movers in the race as of here at lap number 10. You got Robert Roth. He's going to be sitting in 4th, down 1 position. You got Adam Boston. Boston. He is going to be sitting in 5th, right there where he started. You got Dylan Picklesmere in 6th. And please forgive me. This is my first time saying a lot of these names on the stream, so please forgive me. I'll get them right. I promise you. Aaron Miller and John Osborne, they got a little battle going on. That's going to be for the 7th position. It looks like John Osborne is going to be looking down low, or excuse me, he is going to be up high, and Aaron Miller, he is going to be looking down low to take over that 7th position. Not going to be able to get there as of yet, but coming off of turn number 2, look at the run that 81 has on the outside. Oh, and the 10 is going to get a little bit loose, and he is going to save it. He's going to be on the apron. He's going to bring it back up on track. And it looks like the 55 is going to give him a little bit of room. Doesn't slow anybody down. And they are going to be side by side for that 11th position. 55 is still going to be looking to get around him on that outside. Got the 41 in tow. 41 is still up 8 positions. So still the biggest mover of the race in the 12th position. You got the Kent Mueller, he is going to be right there in 13th. He is down 6 positions, but he's still got a lot of racing left to go. As here comes Ryan McCall. He's going to have a run coming down the backstretch into turn number 3. Going to look down low. The 5 is going to keep that car up high. He's going to have the momentum off of turn number 4, but can Ryan McCall fight right back coming out of turn number 4? Not going to be able to get there. It looks like that 5 is going to be able to take that position. Stan having a little bit of trouble. He is looking to lose a position to the 90, but coming off the turn number 2, he's going to have that draft from the 5, and he is going to pull right up to that back bumper, and he is going to look down low. Almost a little bit of contact. He does make contact. The 5 is going to be loose. He is going to go backwards. Kent Mueller is going to be in the wall. A little bit of contact, and he keeps that car rolling. No caution flag as of yet, and he is going to drop all the way back to 22nd. Dwayne Furchick going to be coming up really quick on his back bumper. Now, he's going to have a lot of right side damage, so that's going to slow that car down quite a bit. They do have one fast repair, so he might have to use that if we see a lot of green flag racing. But here at lap number 15, it is going to be 3.03 seconds in front of second place of Burton. So the leader is checked out. He's looking to be in his own zip code tonight. He is looking to move to his own private island, and already Walsh is going to be 2 laps down. Kent Mueller is going to be dropping into the pits and getting a lot of that damage repaired. Oh, and he is in the grass. He is out of shape. Oh, he might be held for that pit entry. As you can see, the right hand side of that car is pretty much toast. Well, back out on the track, and that's going to put him for the first car 1 lap down. You got Kane Lee. He has worked himself up 6 positions. He is going to be riding around in 3rd. He is still trying to track down that 06 of Tyler Burton. But while we got a little bit of green flag racing, let's go ahead and go through the field and see where everybody's going to be at as of right now. 13 viewers out there on the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, spending your Saturday with me. But He started on the pole, and he is still currently leading this race, and that is going to be Tay McDonald. You got Tyler Burton. He is going to be sitting in second. He is up 2 positions from where he started this race, and here at lap number 18, he needs a little bit of help if he's going to catch that leader. You got Kane Lee. He is going to be sitting in third, up 6 spots from where he started. Adam Boughton. He is going to be sitting in fourth, up 1 position. Dylan Picklesmear, sorry. He is going to be up 1 position, riding around in the 5th spot. Not a lot of challenge as of yet, but John Osborne is coming. He is going to be sitting in 6th. He is going to be down 4 positions from where he started, but he's looking to work his way back up. You got Brad Rivers. He is going to be up 5 positions, riding around in 7th in that number 15 U.S. Army Chevrolet Camaro. You got Robert Roth. He is going to be down 5 spots, riding around in 8th in his number 59 Ford Mustang. You got Alan Holtzman. He is going to be in 9th. 10th is going to be Jeff No. He's going to be up a 6 position. Now that is going to be a side-by-side battle. But Jeff No, he is going to be in 10th. But he's got Travis Gilbert. He's going to be looking to the inside. And they are going to be side-by-side as he coming down the backstretch. Is it going to be the 41 or is it going to be the 55 as they come into turn number 3? They are pretty much side drafting with everything they have. And it looks like the 52 or 55 did lose a little bit of momentum on that top side in the middle of 3 and 4, but he put the hammer down, and he is going to be able to blaze right around that 41 as they come to turn number 1. And that 41 is not done yet. He wants the position. He's worked his way up to he is the biggest mover and worked his way up to the 11th position from 20th, and he has got a fast hot rod underneath the seat, underneath his seat. And he's going to let the 55 have it, and they're not going to challenge too much as that low line will eat up those tires very quickly. So Jeff No, he does hang on to that position. That's going to leave Travis Gilbert back here in 11th. Stan Carnathan, he is going to be right there in 12th, up 3 positions from where he started. You got Ryan McCall. He's going to be down 2 positions in 13th. You got a nice little battle between Aaron Miller and Michael York here at lap number 22, and Aaron Miller is going to be in that number 10, and he is going to let Michael York right on by. Michael York actually is now the biggest mover. He's worked his way up 11 positions from where he started. So Michael York doing a really good job hanging on to those tires, not burning them up too quickly, and making moves here early on in the race. Lap number 23 is complete, up 150. These guys are clicking down these laps very quickly, and that's the thing. When you have a lot of green flag racing, it looks like the 55 blinked out just a little bit. When you have a lot of green flag racing, it's gonna go so quickly. You're gonna think, oh man, we should have put some more laps in there. But these guys are doing a really good job hanging on to these race cars and not having a lot of incidents on the track. But Michael Carter, he's going to be riding in the top 15. He's going to be in 15th. He doesn't have really any challengers, but he's got a few back there behind him that are double file, and that's going to be Kyle Diaz and Aaron Miller. Aaron Miller is going to be down 7 positions in 17th, and Kyle Diaz is going to be in 16th, up 2. Well, almost 4 seconds separate first from second, and Kane Lee was able to take over the second position in his Toyota Camry, and he is looking. Oh, looks like Michael York went off track, and he brought it back on. Michael York is way back here. May not have went off track. May have been a connection issue, but there you can see the gap. The leaders coming across the start-finish line. And just now, the 45 crossed over the start-finish line and coming into turn number 1. So they got a lot of work to do as the leader is still extending out his lead. But Osborne coming very fast, coming for that second position. He saved a lot of tire. And here at lap number 26, he's going to work his way around the 94. 94 maybe going to try a crossover move, but no. John Osborne was able to make the slide job right in front of Adam Broughton, and is going to put him back to the 4th position. Brad Rivers is going to be in that number 15. He's going to be looking down low on that number 94. 94 going to go all the way up towards the wall, coming through the tri-oval and across the start-finish line. 15 not going to be able to get there this time, but plenty of laps left to go here at lap number 27 of 150. So 123 laps still left to go. We will see pit stops happen about lap 38, between lap 38 and 43. So we'll have to see how this plays out, who's going to be out there saving fuel. But Tate McDonald, he can pretty much just put it on cruise control, and can he coast to a victory here tonight? Well, while we got a few green flag racing going on, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll go ahead and crank it up for you just a little bit and let you hear that horsepower fly right on by. All right, we were able to turn it up for you just a little bit. A lot of green flag racing taking place here at Atlanta as we have 32 laps complete. Going to see those pit stops commencing. Actually, we already got Aaron Miller. He is going to be down in the pits and getting those 4 fresh feel goods. There you see the right sides are going on. We'll see the left sides going on, and he'll be topping off with some of that go-go juice. Got the 73, still out about 3 seconds. Now, could this be him burning off the tires here later, too early, or is this a little bit of his strategy? Maybe he's checking up. He had such a commanding lead over 4 seconds. Now he's backing up the corners, and now everybody's coming. It looks like John Osborne was able to take over the 2nd position in his Slurpee number 81. Brad Rivers has made it up to the 3rd position in his U.S. Army car. And Kane Lee is going to be right back here in 4th. He's got Burton. He is going to be right there behind him. And it looks like these two are going to be working together just a little bit. And so cars are starting to fall off. And you got Miller. He's going to be 2 laps down. Last car on the lead lap is going to be, I believe, Dylan Smith in that number 11 Chevrolet. And yes, he is going to be the last car on the lead lap, but he is not too far in front of the leaders, as the leader is just now coming to turn number 3, and he's exiting turn number 4. So he may be able to keep his position and stay on the lead lap once pit stops start commencing. If he pits before the leaders, he will go a lap down before they pit. Carlton Charles has an all-white car. I'm not exactly sure why his car is all white, but we can try to reload trading paints and see if that helps out a little bit. maybe that will help out just a little bit. But it looks like Osborne is kind of keeping his distance. Got Rivers going to be making the pass on Osborne. He is going to be riding that high side on the 81. 81 is going to be still trying to give it everything he has coming out of turn number 4. But is he going to be able to get there? No, it looks like the 15 had a little bit of wiggle coming out of turn number 4 and coming across the start-finish line. That is going to be all Rivers' second position. You got three Camaros, one Ford, and one Toyota up in the top 5. And then it is 3 bow ties in a line. Ryan McCall going to be up 3 positions. Stan Carnathan going to be up 9. And you got Travis Gilbert. He is going to be up 10 positions from where he started riding around in 10th. Robert Roth going to be down 6 positions, riding around in 9th. So everybody is starting to get spread out, and we should see some more green flag pit stops start commencing here very, very shortly throughout the run. And that is going to be Travis Gilbert. His car is trying to reload once again. Don't know what's going on with. We'll try this real quick. So everybody's car might be white for a few laps. Waiting on Brad Rivers, his car to update. I usually do not have problems out of all right, it looks like Tate McDonald, he is going to bring his car down. You got Travis Gilbert, he's going to bring his car down. I usually don't have problems with trading paints, but today has been a little bit weird. I did, I was in very, very early. But today, OBS was kind of acting a little bit funny with me today, and now trading paints, not wanting to update the cars like they're supposed to. But we'll give it a minute, and we'll see how this all plays out. Sorry about this, folks. Like I said, I usually don't have this problem. Maybe I shouldn't have reloaded it and let his car be white, because now everybody's car is white. Except for a select few. Well, as pit stops are commencing, the number 19, or excuse me, number 13, that is going to be Furtick. He is going to be up 9 positions. He's got the 40 of Doug Neese. He's going to be right there, up 10 positions. And this is, and there we go. It looks like cars are starting to blink back in. A good thing. I don't like seeing all white cars. I want everybody to know where, who is where. Tate McDonald is going to be right there back in 18th. He was leading the race, and now as pit stops are commencing, he is going to be back here in 18th. Now he is going to be a 1 lap down and trying to work his way back around, maybe get his laps back the hard way, but we should see quite a few other cars start diving down and getting their services done. And come on. Waiting on a few others to load back in. We got Rivers and Osborne, about 0.6 of a second gap between them. Tyler Burton, they have not brought their cars down pit road, so they were able to save quite a bit. And here at lap number 43, we are almost a third of the way done. In about another 7 laps, we will actually about another 6. We will be about a third of the way done. Up 11 positions is going to be Stan Carnathan. He is going to be sitting in 4th. Got Ryan McCall. He is going to be sitting in 5th. Any day now, those those paints can load in. Yeah, I was trying to thought I was doing a good thing. And Brad Rivers and Burton and Carnathan and Lee are going to all bring their cars down pit road. Got a few more bringing their car down pit road. And in here in just a moment, we are gonna go silent for just a few moments. We're gonna step aside for a moment of silence for Michael York here at lap number 48. Definitely, he needs everybody's prayers. He's been going through a lot. Ryan McCall, he's going to be bringing his car down pit road. Lap number 46, John Osborne still staying out. Is he going to bring his car down? No, he's going to keep on going. Here he comes, coming down the backstretch, coming to lap number 47. He is going to be the race leader. Got the 94. He is going to be right there. I know trading paints cannot be done. Michael York going to be bringing his car down here at lap number 47. So it looks like a lot of these guys can stretch it out. I bet they're trying to see how far they can stretch it. And a 62 of Christopher Roth going to stay out one more lap. All right, we are here at lap number 48, and we are going to step aside for a moment of silence for that number 48 driver of Michael York. All right, thank you for that moment of silence. Michael York has been going through a lot, as you know. I think it was his sister-in-law that he lost a couple days ago, and he was still able to make the race here tonight. And what the heck is going on with Trading Paints? No cars want to load back in. I shouldn't have updated it. This is just craziness. Sorry about this, folks. I can try reloading it one more time, but I'm afraid to. I'm afraid none of the cars are going to update. But almost might be what I have to do. I got half paints and half not. 00 of Eric Anderson. He is going to be right there in 15th. I'm just having... And this does happen. It happens to the best of us. Don't mean it to happen, but... like I said, one car not loaded in correct, not loaded in. It caused, and I tried to correct that, and it just caused everybody... or half of everybody to, let's try it one more time. Let's see, who is that going to be right there in front of the leaders? He got the 11. He is going to be right there in front of John Osborne. He is going to be a lot of cars a lap down. You got Smith a lap down. You got Diaz a lap down. You got the 11 a lap down. Pretty much all the way back to 21st. '43. Koblenz, he is going to be right there, riding around in the 19th position. Ah, come on. Well, back out front is going to be Mr. Tay McDonald. He is going to be out, and he is going to be out 4.1 seconds. Carnathan is going to be about 5.69. It is definitely spread out quite a bit. And why the heck? Sometimes this can be very, very frustrating. I'll try it one more time. I don't want to do too much. There you see the 06. He is going to be right around the fourth. The biggest mover of the race is going to be Travis Gilbert. Wish his paint would really show up. Let's see if it'll show up on the... and it's going to give me a basic paint. I don't understand that. Well, everybody's paint just wanted to fade out. Well, we had the beautiful paint jobs on the track. 56 laps to go. Maybe they'll pop in. I'm very sorry about this. Don't usually have this problem. Few are showing up and few are not. Don't exactly know what the heck happened with just trying to reload the paints. Shouldn't have never happened this way, but something did. Ryan McCall going to be riding around in 11th. Looking for the best battle out there on the track. And that might be this right here, the 00 and the 48 of Michael York. This is going to be a battle for the 11th or for the 14th position. Michael York going to be up 11 positions. He's got the 11 right there, going to be in front of them. Now the 11 is going to be the last car on the lead lap. Or excuse me, the first car one lap down. And he is just going to let them sail right on by. 00 going to be grabbing a little bit of draft coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch, but it looks like that 48 does have a little bit better, a little bit more momentum than that 00. So he's got some speed under the hood of that car, but he's just got to get it down on the track. And that's talking about Michael York, and he's got Jeff Noe. He is going to be not too far ahead of him. Let's see if that'll work. Wow. That was crazy. I've never seen a download be negative 612%. Never seen that. Well, back out front is going to be all this man's race to win, as he has led the most laps. He has jumped out to almost 5 seconds now. You got Gilbert and you got Carnathan. They're going to be right there battling out side by side. Once again, I am very sorry. Don't know what's going on. Trying to get Trading Paints to do what it's supposed to do, and it does not look like it wants to. And it looks like Trading Paints is not responding. So we are going to try once again to get these cars' paints back up. And I don't know what has caused this problem. Didn't have this problem just a little while ago. Maybe it'll correct itself. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't like it. Ryan McCall has a nice little battle going on behind him, and that's going to be the 94 and the 12. They are going to be going at it like it is the last lap here at lap number 63. We are almost halfway in the race. About another 12 laps, we will be around halfway, and this is a nice little battle. And once again, the 94 is going to be down low. He is going to have the run off of turn number 2 coming down the backstretch, and he is going to leave the 12 in the dust. And that is going to be Pickles Murray from Lincoln, North Carolina. Pickles Simir. Wow. L-Town Motorsports. Okay. Ooh, a little bit of connection issue from the 12. And it looks like maybe Trading Paints is going to start cooperating. Not exactly sure, but a few cars did load in, and I see the cars actually popping up on the driver information. So that is going to work out pretty well. Hopefully, that will this will be it as far as paints loading in. But nope, they're not loading in. Well, 11 viewers out there on the chat, I'm very sorry. There's only so much I can do without backing out and trying to reload, and I don't want to do that because there is so many good battles going on the track. And you got Michael York. He is going to be trying to work his way around Robert Roth, and I don't like to cut off in the midstream and try to come back in, as we will lose a lot of good battles. So I'm very sorry about it. Hopefully they will pop up here in the next few laps or so. Never ran into this problem whatsoever. Everybody does have, like I said earlier on, I did have a problem with OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and it was causing a few issues for me. Gary Nash, he's going to be sitting in the 18th position, riding pretty much all by himself. He's got Aaron Miller. He's trying to catch up, and we've seen Aaron Miller. He's had some pretty good battles, but getting loose coming off of turn number 2, sitting down on the apron, and he has not been able to make up that ground since. Now, with it all going green so far, it looks like Tate McDonald, he's actually lost a lot of ground, and that's going to be to the 82 of Stan Carnathan. Carnathan has come from 4 seconds back now to about 2.5. Now, if he is burning off the tires, he will not have that long run speed. But as of right now, he does have a pretty good amount of short run speed, and let's hope that he can get there, take over the lead from McDonald, as he has led the most laps here so far. Can he continue to lead the most laps here? That is the question that we do not have the answers to, but McDonald could be backing up the corners. And you know what? Let's take a ride with him, see how he is actually reacting to the turns. Is he letting off earlier? It looks like he is just pretty much Cadillacing all the way down the track. Not really too hard, backing up the corners down to about 150 miles an hour. And we'll ride around with him, and then we'll ride around with Stan. See what the difference is between these two drivers. Very smooth movements on that steering wheel. And here he comes completing this lap, and now 1.6 seconds back to this guy right here, and that is going to be Stan Carnathan. He is about 155 miles an hour compared, so about a 10, almost between a 5 and 10 mile an hour difference coming into turn number 1 and turn number 2. Down the backstretch, he's hitting about 180 miles an hour coming into turn number 3, backs up the corner, about 158, about 158 to 59 coming out of turn number 4. He's right back on the gas, riding close to that outside wall, and he is making up a lot of ground. So I believe our leader, Tate McDonald, he is going to be just saving what he has for a longer run. About a second away from the leader, catching him very quickly. So if he can make it out to lap 76, he can lead the most laps. So no matter who takes it over, he will have led the most laps. Now here, I did hear that our biggest mover, as long as they qualified and as long as they qualify, the biggest mover will get an actual bonus point for being the biggest mover of the race. And so far, that is going to be Travis Gilbert. Ooh, a little bit of scrub on the wall, and it looks like Aaron Miller is already going to bring his car down to pit road. And let's go out of the cockpit view, and that car is still white. Good Lord. We'll get that information off the screen. And it looks like we're going to have a change in leaders. I wish I could show you that beautiful car that he has, but I don't know what the heck happened. Well, let's go find more exciting racing as Stan Carnathan. He is able to take it over. And as of right now, if McDonald can get back out there on the track in first, he will lead the most laps. But as of right now, if Stan Carnathan can get out there and lead 76 laps, he will lead the most laps. And Tate McDonald, he is going to be bringing his car down to pit road here in lap number 76, and he is going to get his services done. Right now, we are riding around with Brad Rivers. Sorry, I would be able to show you who that is if the paints would update or do something. It says it's downloaded 100%, and it's still nothing. Got John Osborne. He's going to be right there in that in that third position. He is going to be down one position from where he started. Got the 41 of Travis Gilbert. He is going to be up 16 positions. Right now, he is the biggest mover. And you got Taylor Burton. He is going to be right there in fifth. So that is going to be your top five. You got Adam Broughton. He is going to be in a sixth. Love to show his car, too. Ryan McCall is going to be up 4 positions, riding around in 7th. He's having a pretty darn good run here up in the top 10. He started towards the back. And after those green flag pit stops, it looks like he has been saving what he has and having the speed in the long run. We are over halfway in the race now. We haven't seen a caution yet. It's been a lot of green flag racing, and the pit stops are starting to commence. But while we are green flag racing, we will step side by side and take a look at our sponsors. Well, John Osborne is going to be your current leader, and I tried to go in and hide the numbers and click it again to see if I can get these paints to reload, but nothing is working without backing out of the lobby, so I'm very, very sorry. Usually don't have this problem, loaded in very early to make sure I wouldn't have any problems, but you can't really correct anything that happens in the middle of the race. But I guess we will go ahead and throw up, the driver information so you can see who everybody is on the track. That doesn't even have their custom paints, so it is something with trading paints. Something not updating on my end. '94 of Adam Broughton. He is Boughton. He is going to be sitting in second. He is only going to be about a second away from John Osborne. These guys have been staying out, for the longer runs, and we'll show you the pit laps. As looks like they have all pitted at lap 46 in first and second. Ryan McCall pitted at lap 45. Lee pitted at lap 44. And it looks like Lee is going to go ahead and bring his car in. John Osborne is going to be staying out there on the track. Come on. Work with me. Trading paint's not responding. So that's the problem I'm having, is trading paint's not responding. So the updater on Trading Paints not responding. Don't know if that's on my end or Trading Paints end, but that is the reason why I can only get some of the cars to work. Michael York going to be working his way up 21 positions from where he started, and he is going to be right now riding around in fourth. You got Furtick. He is going to be right there up 16 positions from where he started. Now York did pit at lap number 45, and there is... go ahead and get that off the screen. Holtzman, he pitted at lap 40, so he is on the oldest tires right now, and he is going to be riding right here in fifth. And it looks like he is going to be bringing his car down pit lane. Go back up to John Osborne here at lap number 86. He has got about 40 laps on his tires and still leading the race. He's got about a half a second between him and Boughton. Boughton now pretty much putting a hammer down, and he has closed that gap to about 0.3 of a second, 3 wide between him and the 11. God, I wish I can really call that, because that was a really good 3 wide situation, and I don't know who the car was on the outside. So let me try Trading Paints one more time. A lot of side-by-side battling right there. And only 8 cars on the lead lap. Oh, wait a minute. We're getting somewhere. Yay! I got car color back. That is awesome. Ooh, a little bit of wiggle out of the 11. And the 11 is going to be all the way back, let me find the 11. The 11, that is going to be Dylan Smith. He is going to be, back in 28. So he is trying to be careful of, letting these leaders by without causing any kind of havoc. And he almost had some havoc happen, but he was able to hold it together. And a lot of their custom paints are not loading, but some are not. But I'm glad to just have color back on the track so I can see what the numbers are. and hopefully they'll load in very soon. But here comes that 81 of John Osborne. He's got the 41 right there in front of him. I believe that was a 41. Or was that the 40? No, 40 is in pits. Oh, I'm so glad to have color back. So glad to have color back. Still have 13 viewers out there on the stream. Sorry about the problem that I had. I never really had that problem before, but now we have gotten it a little hopefully straightened out, and we can go through the field and make sure that everybody's car is showing up. You got Adam Boughton. He is going to be sitting in second. He is going to be challenging for the lead here at lap number 91. Not going to be able to get it that time, but they are going to come into turn number 1, and he is going to work that low lane. And is he going to be able to pull the slide job on Osborne as they come out of turn number 2? Here he goes. Is Osborne going to look to the inside as he gets the run off the turn number 2? And it looks like he is just going to tuck in and continue to stay on the high line and let the 94 burn off what he has. Now Tate McDonald, he has come back on the track. He is about 18 seconds back along with Stan Carnathan. Carnathan going to be right there in fourth, up 11 spots from where he started. You got Travis Gilbert. He is, oh thank God these paint schemes are back. He is going to be up 15 positions. You got Brad Rivers. He's going to be in that number 15 Army Chevrolet Camaro. He is going to be up in the 6th position. You got Taylor Burton. He is going to be in the 7th, down 3 positions. So we got quite a few big movers up in the top 10. And you got Eric Anderson in that 00 Tabasco Ford Mustang. He is going to be right there in 8th. You got Kane Lee. He's been running pretty good. But I wonder if they can hear him now as he is driving that T-Mobile number 45. Still a nice looking car, but I like to pick up T-Mobile. He is going to be riding around in 9th, pretty much right there where he started. Brian McCall going to be sitting in 10th, and he's got a little bit of ground to make up before he can catch up to Lee. But these from 8th on back to 10th, they're all going to be one lap down until Boughton is going to be until Boughton pits and Osborne. Now Osborne is going to be 11 seconds back, and he has went into the pit, so he might go a lap down if. And he may have been out of fuel because he is very slow on the backstretch, riding that apron all the way back. So he might have been out of fuel. Stan Carnathan, he is going to be still out there. Oh, I'm sorry, he's already pitted. So these two drivers pitted at lap 78 and lap 75. So Taylor McDonald going to be out there, out there maybe leading another lap, and this should lock him in for leading the most laps if he can keep the lead. And as of right now, he's going to scrub the wall just a little bit. Is he going to be able to grab the lead back? No. And he does not have any damage. You got Gilbert back here. He's going to be further back, about 7 seconds back. So every lap has been green flag racing so far, and I pretty much predicted that because we don't see a lot of cautions here at Atlanta, but it's very exciting because still anything can happen as we have 55 laps left to go in this race. And there is the man that they are all chasing. Now, I've watched him. Stan, I do believe, raced I've watched him in quite a few other leagues, and he is very fast. Very fast, and he's showing his skills here, leading the laps here when it counts. Now, can he stay out there, for the remainder of the laps? Because I do believe they'll have to make one more pit stop, or can they extend it out? But as of right now, short pitting, McCall, he pitted at lap 87. So he put about 42 laps. Even if he tried to extend it anymore, he might run out of fuel. Osborne, he went quite a ways on his tank of fuel. I think either way, all these drivers will have to make one more final pit stop, and could be just a gas a go, or will they take right side tires only because they'll only have a handful of laps if they have to make another pit stop, or will they short pit it and go in halfway through the fuel run and have enough to make it to the end. We'll have to see how that plays out. But Tate McDonald, he is going to be sitting right there in second. He is going to have the 40 pass him on the inside, and that is not going to be for a position. That is going to be Doug Denise, and he is able to make the pass. And Tate McDonald may be saving just a little bit. He did have a little bit of wall scrub, so that car may not be reacting the way he likes it in dirty air. He has been out for a long time in clean air, got into the dirty air. Now that car is looking to be a little bit tight, coming out of these corners. But let's go back through the field, see if we can find any good battles. Top 10 is going to be back on the lead lap, all the way back here to the 62 of Christopher Roth. He is going to be the last car on the lead lap, and according to the track map, the 62 is just now coming into turn number 1, and you got the 82 right there behind him. So the top 14 are. He might go a lap down, so that's going to leave the top. Oh, and the 82 gets loose coming out of turn number 2. And he almost lost it, but he did a really good job of saving that. Doesn't look like, and let's go back and take a look at that while we are green flag racing. Let's go back just a little bit. Didn't give me an indicator of what happened, but that high line just really got the best of him right there. There he is right there on the high line. He probably had to check up just a little bit, got back on the gas. He almost touched the wall, and the rear end of that car just stepped out. Got up there in that gravel. There you can see that gravel on the high side of that track. And the car just stepped out on him. So not a bad job for a save right there. And it looks like he got the one, and that is not going to be for a position. That is going to be Waylon Turner. He's going to be trying to get one of those laps back, not trying to go another lap down. Turner is going to be the last car one lap down. Then Miller is going to be 2 laps down. So he's trying to stay ahead of that leader so he does not go 2 laps down. And here they come out of turn number 4. And this is what the 62 wants to see. He wants to see another car in between them, so that gives the leader a hard time of catching that number 62. So he'll stay on the lead lap, and just in case the caution does come out, he'll be able to restart in the 14th instead of at the end of the longest line. But so far, running very good is going to be that number 82. Still working that high line, trying to catch up to Turner, trying to put him another lap down, but doesn't look like Turner is going to give up very easy. Now, with all this going on, it looks like McDonald. He is going to be making his way up. He was the fastest car on the track, early on in the race, but now he is sitting about 9/10 of a second back, almost a full second back from Carnathan. And now the 82 is going to extend that lead just a little bit. Travis Gilbert, he has a little bit of challenge, and that is going to be from the 15. This is going to be a nice little battle coming down the backstretch into turn number 3, and that's going to be the 15 on the outside, the 41 on the inside. Here they come out of turn number 4. Who is going to be able to take this position? It looks like the 15 is going to prevail on that tie side, and he is going to dive it right down in front of that Ford Mustang, and he is going to give that Ford Mustang a little bit of draft and take his line away. So that might make that 41 a little bit aero tight, but they are going to take 2 different lines coming to turn number 1, and it is going to be the 15 getting a run off of turn number 2, extending extending that gap just a little bit. About 0.3 of a second now separate those two for the 3rd position. That is going to be Brad Rivers and one of our biggest movers, Travis Gilbert. Now Michael York, he is going to be in that number 48. He is got a challenge from the 94. 94 was up towards the front. Now he's back here battling it out for the 9th position. He's going to look down low. Is he going to be able to make the pass? No, got a little bit of a wiggle from the 48 coming down the tri-oval across the start-finish line. They are going to be side by side for the 9th position. York going to fight back on the outside. They got 26 in between. That's going to be Kyle Diaz. Kyle Diaz going to make them go 3 wide if they want it. If they want it bad enough, they would have took it 3 wide, but looks like York is going to be trapped behind that number 26. And look at the 8 coming into the picture. The 8 is going to be Michael Carter. He is going to be a lap down too. So it looks like York is going to be boxed in just a little bit. No, he's going to take it 3 wide. He wants to get back up there and battle that 94 as they come across the start-finish line. That 8 is not giving up just yet as they are coming into turn number 1, and Michael York going to still be on that high side. So nice little battles going on, you know, even though if they're not per position. Oh, and York is going to get loose. So he's going to lose a little bit of ground. He's going to still have the 26 to deal with, but he lost a little bit of ground to the 94. Now, about 0.6 of a second separate those two for that 9th position. See if we can find some more good battles on the track. There is going to be Furtick. He is going to be riding around in the 11th position, up 10 spots from where he started. Got Holtzman. He is going to be right there in 12th, up 2 spots from where he started this race. God, I'm so glad to have these numbers back. No more white cars on the track. Thank goodness. Robert Roth is going to be, having a little bit of trouble here at Atlanta. He qualified well. He was, he started in 3rd, but now he has dropped 11 positions from where he started this race. Jeff Noe, he's going to be right there. I actually saw him on Facebook today. Almost sent him a friend request, and right now he is going to be sitting in 15th, up 1 position from where he started. John Osborne having a little bit of difficulties. He was out leading the race, and now he has found himself a lap down, riding in 16th. Got to catch Ross, got to catch No to get the first car 1 lap down. We got 40 laps left to go. Still a lot of racing here at Atlanta, so anything can happen. Could we see our first caution, or is it going to go green flag racing the whole way? But as of right now, there's 2 drivers battling it out for that bonus point for leading, for being the biggest mover, and that is going to be Travis Gilbert, and that is going to be Michael York. Michael York up 15, and Travis Gilbert going to be up 16. Got a few others that can't advance anymore. That is going to be that 82. He is pretty much tapped out at 14 positions. Gary Nash is going to be up 11 positions from where he started. He started back in 28th, and he has worked his way all the way up to 17th. Even though he is going to be 1 lap down, that's still not a bad run for that number 87 Toyota Camry. Still got a lot of racing left to go, so he can make up some of those positions, and we have 38 laps to go, a matter of fact. If you're just tuning in to the channel, we appreciate y'all stopping by, and please do give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share, help us get our content out there. We'll let you know when we go live, so you can catch other great races that we do broadcast. Oh, it looks like the 26 is that, or is that going to be the 10? Looks like the 10 is going to be out of shape just a little bit. Yeah, that Wendy's machine. That is going to be Aaron Miller. He has got a little bit of right side damage, so he has made contact with the wall, and looks like he's got its back on the hood of that car, and it looks like it's back in the pits. Just poking fun, meant nothing by that. Yeah, he's got a little bit of right side damage. Well, looks like the 82 has caught up to the 62, trying to put him a lap down, and that is going to be the 62 of Christopher Roth. And Stan Carnathan going to be looking to the outside. It looks like Christopher Roth is going to be bringing his car down pit road. Yes, so he is going to be making his final pit stop. He can make it to the end from here. How long is our leader going to stay out? Brad Rivers, he is going to be out there in a second. Got Travis Gilbert right there in 3rd. He's got the 55 machine right there in front of him. That's Jeff Noe. Ooh, looks like a couple cars the car got loose just a little bit, and I believe it was going to be I think that was Pete Walsh that got a little bit sideways. Eric Anderson going to bring his car down. The 74 going to bring his car down. We're going to catch back up with the leaders. Travis Gilbert, he's going to bring his car down. Burton is going to bring his car down. They're all going to hit pit road for their final pit stop. Grab those 4 fresh tires and full tank of that go-go juice. .5 seconds separate the 82 from the 15 for second position. Rivers been running very well. Ryan McCall working his way up to third after some of these drivers have pitted. Now he is going to stay out and maybe have those fresher tires for later on in the run. Can this work out for Ryan McCall as he is up 8 positions? You got the 94. He is not too far back from the 90. They have been running pretty much nose to tail everywhere. Every lap they have run, they have been around each other. So Stan going to bring his 82 machine down pit road. It looks like the 15 is going to stay out there on the track, and he is going to lead a couple laps. And there is our former leader of John Osborne. He is right there on the outside of that number 15 machine, going to get one of his laps back the hard way. So he is going to be back on the lead lap. Ryan McCall going to move up to second after everybody has brought their cars in for their final pit stop. Adam Lawton, he is going to be in a third. You got Furtick, he is going to be up 17 positions in his number 13 Toyota, the Geek Squad Toyota. And you got Michael York going to be up 20 positions. This would be amazing if he can pull that off and get the biggest mover of the race, get that bonus point for those for the playoffs, and get himself get himself locked in. A lot of good racing that we saw here tonight, and if you're just now tuning into this series, next week race number 15 is going to be presented by Wild Bills Motorsports. It is going to be the Wild Bills Falcon Ranch 225 at Kentucky Speedway. That is going to be June 17th. So make sure you tune into that. That is going to be some great racing. We'll keep you tuned in to see if we will be back for that. If we are, that will be my good buddy, Mr. Mark Bristow. Broadcasting that race. Should be a pretty fun race. And looks like Ryan McCall going to relinquish the second position and bring his car down here at lap 121. Oh, and we had a car. Who was that? Somebody was on pit road, and that's going to be the 59. Oh, he almost caught somebody. The 59, that is going to be Robert Roth, and he almost collected the 24, and Holtzman almost got a piece of that 59 machine as he was trying to get turned around, and the 94 are going to bring his car down pit road. There he is. Ryan McCall is going to be down and away. That rapid fired Chevrolet Camaro. And Michael York, he is going to stay out there on the track, and he is going to lead a lap. How many laps can he stay out? Let's go ahead and take a look and see where the last time he pitted. He pitted at lap 86. Everybody else has pretty much pitted at lap 93. Got Osborne that pitted at lap 93. Got Botten that pitted at 93, but we just saw him bring his car down. So he is making his pit stop as of right now. Everybody else has pitted behind him. So he's got can he stay out there? I don't know if this is going to be the winning move, but he is going to try his best to stay out there. There you see everybody is going to be making their ways around. If he pitted at lap 86, that's going to be a lot of laps on that fuel and those tires. Well, Tate McDonald, he is going to be about 7 seconds back and closing very fast on that 48. So the 48 probably will be bringing it here in a couple of laps, so as we only have about 27 laps to go. And this will, if Tate McDonald can bring his car, get his car back out front, he will be the car that's led the most laps. 82 going to be once York makes his pit stop. The 82 is gonna get second back. John Osborne still riding around in third. He pitted at lap 93. He is trying to stay out as long as he can. Can he make it? I don't think he can. That is 63 laps on a tank, and their pit window is between 38 and 43. So that's a lot of laps, unless he has been just saving fuel. I don't know if he's going to be able to hang on to that, because you got Burton that has pitted, and he is coming, and he is coming quick. He is about 1.4 seconds back, now about 1.5. Yeah, he's coming very quickly. So that position is going to change here very soon. All right, looks like Michael York has brought his car down pit road, and he is going to get those 4 fresh feel goods and top it off with that go-go juice. And let's see how far he drops back, and let's see how far he can move forward after he makes this pit stop, or will he go a lap down? Stan Carnathan, he has got a fast hot rod under his seat, and he is actually closing that gap between him and the leader. So about 1.1 second, separate these two, the 82 and the 73, and we could see a lead change here very shortly. But Stan Carnathan, McDonald, he has stayed out long enough that he has led the most laps of the race here tonight. So he is going to, if they do have a bonus point for that, he is going to get it. Tyler Burton, he is going to be riding around in third as of right now. He has a little bit of a challenge from Travis Gilbert. Travis Gilbert is the biggest mover of the race as of right now. He is going to be up 16 positions, so can he hold on to that and get the biggest mover of the race and get that bonus point for all those moves that he's made out here on the track? Brad Rivers back here in 5th. 6th is going to be Eric Anderson. 7th is going to belong to Kane Lee. 8th is going to be that 94 of Adam Button. Ryan McCall is going to be back here in 10th. We saw him up to 2nd. Now he's going to be up 2 positions from where he started the race. And riding around in 9th, you got Furtick. He is going to be doing a pretty good job in that number 13. And there's the 59. We saw him sideways on pit road just a few laps ago. But Furtick, he is going to be doing a pretty good job in his Toyota Camry. He's going to be he may be able to keep that top 10 finish here tonight, as the top 11 are going to be from 11th on back is going to be 1 lap down. And you got Trevor Keith. He is going to say, let's go, Tay. And Travis doing really good right now, 1st and 2nd on the track. And he has got a mirror full of this 82 machine. And let's take a ride with the 82. "21 laps to go, and we got a slow car just up ahead of the leaders. Not exactly sure who that is, but we will find out in just a moment. And that is going to be the 23. Carlton Charles riding, he is very slow out there on the track. He is going to be riding in the 25th position, but we're going to go back up here and look at this, as that 82 has caught the 73. Now the 73 does have the most laps led, but the 82 looks like he's going to be a lot faster later on here in the race, and he is going to go ahead and challenge for the lead coming out of turn number 4. He is going to be all over the back bumper of that 73. Can he work his way around? Does that Chevrolet have enough power to work the outside, or is the 73 going to take his line away, get that car aero tight so he can't make the pass? And look at the run that he's going to have off of turn number 2. He is going to get right up on the back bumper. Is he going to look to the inside? Yes, he's going to pull to the inside of that 73. As they are coming to turn number 3, we got a side-by-side battle coming into turn number 3 for the lead, and it looks like the 82 is going to nose out right in front of the 73 as they come out of turn number 4 and across the start-finish line. It is going to be that 82 leading this lap, and with 18 laps to go, it is still anybody's race, and I know they'd love to see a caution, get these cars both on fresh tires, and see who has the best cars or who has the best driving skills to win this race. But it looks like the 82 is going to pull right there in front of the 73 coming into turn number 3, and looks like the 73 is going to lose a little bit of ground, as the 82 has a little bit center cornering, and then the 73 has Yeah, he has about 4-lap older tires. So you see how important the tires are going to be. With only 4 laps, separating the tires. That's pretty crucial. Well, you got Gilbert out there in a third. He's going to be up 17 positions, working his way up, and he is almost tapped out as far as the biggest mover goes. He is going to be the biggest mover, but he has a couple of positions that he can take over, and that's going to be a second and first, and that would move him up to 19 positions. But really good strategy from this number 41, and with all this green flag racing, I believe this could be his podium finish. But he has Brad Rivers. He is coming. He is slowly creeping up into the picture in that number 15 U.S. Army car. He has only got about 0.3 of a second gap between him and Gilbert. So there you see Gilbert's car. He is coming into the screen as of right now with 15 laps to go. And the 12, look at the 12. He is a rocket ship right now. Is not going to be for a position. That's going to be Picklesheim here. But the 41 and 15 are going to be side by side coming out of turn number 4. And this is going to be a battle for the third position. And it looks like the 15 has a little bit better car than the 41. 41 going to be working that outside, making the 15 go down low, force him down low. 41 is going to have the run off of turn number 2. And here comes the 12. He is going to look down low, maybe give the 15 a little bit of help. Or is he going to take it 3 wide? That is a lap down car, so I don't recommend going 3 wide with lead lap cars, but the 41 is going to take the line away from the 15 and make that car get aero tight, and he is going to trap him behind the 12 or inside the 12 and pretty much take every exit that 15 has to get around that 41 away. Now they're going to get side by side, the 12 and the 41, and the 12 is going to be a little bit faster than the 41 and the 15. So is the 15 going to utilize the 12's draft to get around the 41? And that's a heck of a gap between the 12 and the 41. The 41 is going to dive it right behind the 12 as they come into turn number 3, and it is still going to be the 41. Now look at the gap that closed with the 15 and the 41. So the 12 has very fresh tires, but that was a pretty good battle with 12 laps to go. It is still anybody's position for third. But even if Travis Gilbert goes down to 4th, he's still the biggest mover of the race unless a couple of these guys. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, Trevor. Oh, it was a nightmare earlier. You should have been on earlier. It was Trading Paints was not uploading. Yeah, it wouldn't respond on either my side or their side or something, and it took me at least 20 laps to get the paints reloaded. I had one car on here that the paint did not want to load, and yeah, it was a nightmare for about 20 laps. I was like, all right, let me reload these paints, and none of them wanted to come back up because Trading Paints was acting crazy. But finally got them all back, and no more white cars on the track. And yeah, it shows the pictures down there with the driver information. Well, looks like Stan is going to be able to grab the lead. There you see he's going to work his way around the 43. But that is not going to be, that is going to be Koblitz. And once again, this is my first time broadcasting the Elite Cup Racing Series. So if I mispronounce your name, please forgive me. I will definitely learn your name as I start calling it more, getting to interact with the drivers. But Stan going to be out here riding around in first. Yeah, I'm glad I got it too. It was a nightmare. I was hating it. I was hating life because it could. I was like, who's the car on the outside? I don't know. 9 laps to go. It has been all green flag laps so far. Will we see our first caution within these 9 laps? I seriously doubt it. I'm going to give it a very, very slim chance. Ryan McCall working his way up to 7th. He was riding around in 9th. Now he has worked his way up 4 positions from where he started. Now Eric Anderson, you know, he has been he has been very silent, not making making some moves, but he has had his Ford Mustang up in the top 10 pretty much all night. You got Kane Lee. He's going to be right there in ninth. That's pretty much where he started this race, so he has not fallen back, and he has not advanced any so far. So his average is going to be, pretty much right where he's sitting. But can he finish there? He's got he doesn't really have any challengers. The next challenger is going to be about 4 seconds back, and that's going to be Furtick. Furtick is going to be up 11 positions. He's been a very silent individual today also, not involved in really anything, but nice little run in the top 10 for that number 13. 7 to go, and it is going to be a 2-second lead on the 73 of Tate McDonald. Tate McDonald still has the most laps led. Travis Gilbert still riding around in third. Bradley Rivers may have used up everything he had, or he is saving it for the last 5 laps of the race. I'm not exactly sure which one it's going to be, but we'll have to find out here in the next 6 laps. Because there's only about a 2.2 second gap, and it is kind of extending as they come out of turn number 3. So it looks like Gilbert's car has woken up just a little bit here later on the run. But it looks like coming into turn number 3, the 15 is going to utilize the low line. 41 is going to dive it down to the bottom side, and he is going to kill that run from the 15. But the 15 is going to have a little bit of that draft. But is it going to be enough to get the back to that back bumper of the 41? And I don't believe it is. As they come into turn number 1, he is still going to stick to that high line, going to dive it down low. 15 going to follow right in line, close up the gap just a little bit. No, actually, the 41 is going to extend it a little bit. So he created a little bit of breathing room coming out of turn number 2 with 5 laps to go. Now it's going to be 4 laps to go as the leader just crossed over the start-finish line. The last one on the lead lap is going to be Michael York, and that is going to be the 12th position. He's going to be up 13 spots from where he started this race. And you got Holtzman. He is going to be right there in front of York. Can York catch up to Holtzman to take over a few positions? We'll have to see how this plays out as 0.3 of a second separate the 24 from the 48. Coming out of turn number 4, and it is going to be coming down to 3 laps to go. I don't believe the 82 is going to really challenge to put these cars a lap down, because that might he has enough gap between him and McDonald, so McDonald is not really a threat to him as of right now. So I believe he's going to just save what he has and just coast it on home, as we are going to bring it into turn number 3, and we are going to bring it to 2 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway at the Boot Scoot and Boogie 150. Well, 15 is not done yet, as he is going to look down low with 2 laps to go. Is he going to be able to have a challenge for the 3rd position? And he got there, but is he going to be able to pressure that 41 anymore, as they are coming into turn number 1 with only 2 laps to go? He's only going to have a few more tries if he has anything for Gilbert. Gilbert has been, not doing any aggressive blocking so far, but let's see how he does, as we are going to be coming to 1 lap to go, and the leader is going to take the 1 to go right now. This is for all the marbles. Tate McDonald is going to be sitting right there in second, and this is the battle that we're going to have to watch as they are coming across the start-finish line. It is still going to be that 41 of Travis Gilbert right there in third, up 17 positions. Even if he drops a position, he's still the biggest mover of the race. Coming out of turn number 2, the 15 is going to look a little bit higher. He's going to have a little bit of a run. 41 is going to slide it up to the wall off the exit of turn number 2 into turn number 3. The 41 had the run, but could not hold it, and the 82 is going to be able to bring home first. Second is going to belong to the 73, and a nice little run between these two, and it looks like the 41 is going to be able to grab third. So nice little run by Gilbert in that 31 Ford Mustang. Looks like Brad Rivers is going to bring home 4th, and 5th is going to be Adam Boughton. So that's going to be your top 5. Just give us a few minutes, and we will be able to get you the rest of the results of tonight's race. All right, the race results for tonight. It is going to be Stan Carnathan. He is going to be finishing in first. Nice run, up 14 spots from where he started. Eons Motorsports has done it here tonight at the Old Atlanta. Tate McDonald, he is going to finish out in second. You got Travis Gilbert, you're going to finish in a third. Brad Rivers in fourth. Adam Botten in fifth. Got Taylor Burton in sixth. Ryan McCall finishing out in seventh. Another Eon Motorsports. Eighth is going to be Eric Anderson. Furtick is going to finish in ninth. 10th is going to be Kane Lee. Michael York going to have a pretty good run in 11th, up 14 spots from where he started. 12th is going to be Holtzman. John Osborne going to finish in 13th. 14th is going to be Jeff No. Kyle Diaz, he is going to finish in 15th. 16th is going to be Gary Nash. Pickle Simir is going to be in 17th. 18th is going to be Christopher Roth. 19, Doug Denise. Coblentz is going to be 20th. Mueller is going to be 21st. Walsh in 22nd. Roth in 23rd. Michael Carter in 24th. Carlton Charles in 25th. 26th is going to be Aaron Miller. 27th is going to be Dylan Smith. And 28th is going to be Waylon Turner. All right, that's going to be your finishing order for tonight. And it looks like we are going to try to catch up with our podium finishers and I'll let them tell us a little bit about their race. And they are already in the green room. And let's go ahead and bring up Travis Gilbert. Travis, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend.
10-4, Richard. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I am doing pretty good, but it looks like you are doing a lot better. You are the biggest mover of the race for one, and for two, you finished in third place, so you got a podium finish here tonight, and we get to talk to you, and you get to tell us all about your race, my friend.
Yeah, I kind of put myself behind the eight ball in qualifying. I didn't think the track would be that tight, so I went with a higher steering pinion than I should have, and I suffered dearly all the way back to 20th suffer. So it was a long fight up through the pack, and with the help of a little pitch strategy and just sheer determination, I was able to bring it home third tonight.
Well, you had a nice little battle with Brad Rivers. I mean, he got him right to the back bumper on the last couple laps. It looks like he was saving just a little bit and maybe challenged for that third position, but you were able to hold him off. And, man, that looked like it was a workout itself, trying to hold that number 15 off because it looked like he had a pretty fast hot rod behind you.
Yes, he did. It was a good, clean battle. I appreciate him. I'm over here sweating. I don't know how much. I probably lost 5 pounds or so. But did you guys see the battle there? I went sliding through the infield to finish third. That was, yeah, that was awesome. I appreciated it. It was tough racing, and my tires were gone. I lit them up off of four, and he got to my bumper, and coming through the dog leg, it just kind of sent me a little bit. So it was a fun little finish for third place there.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, that was a good race indeed. Well, next week you're going to a little bit different track. That is going to be Kentucky. How you feeling? Can you carry some of this momentum going into Kentucky? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I seem to be pretty decent at the really difficult mile-and-a-half tracks where you can take a different line than others to pass. So we'll see. I think Kentucky's a good track, but actually, I don't think I'll be here. I think I'll be working on a buddy's race car. He'll be racing around the local short track. So I think they're going to get the weekend off from me.
Oh, okay. Well, one last competitor that is. So everybody's going to move up in positions. No, I'm just playing about that. But congratulations here tonight. Good luck on next weekend's race. I won't be here, but I'll be definitely watching to see how everybody does. But good luck on that. And with those podium finishes, you definitely get all the shout outs that you would like to give because you definitely earned them.
I appreciate that. I'd like to thank Vet to Track, Jim Whittam, and everything he does for us, and the veterans coming back home, and the veterans that have been home, and the reintegration process. And I really appreciate what he does. And if you haven't checked it out, go to Vet to Track, Vet to Tracks, or is it Store? Yeah, it's Store vetthetrack.org and go check out the cause and pick up some of the merch. It's pretty good. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys. I think this is your first time broadcasting. And then I'd like to thank ECR and all my family and friends. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, definitely send me that link to that. I'd definitely like to check that out, and because I'm a vet myself, so I'd like to see what he has. It's the first time hearing of that, so definitely give me the link to that, and so I can help spread the word on that.
10-4, Richard, will do. I'll send that to you as soon as we're done.
Absolutely, thank you.
You have a good night. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. You too. All right. Well, that was Travis Gilbert. We're going to now bring in our second place finisher. That is going to be Tay McDonald. He have started on the pole, finished in second. Not a bad job, but let's go ahead and bring him on up and make sure I get him in the right booth. Tay McDonald, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good, man. You started on the pole, you finished second, but you led the most laps here tonight, and it looks like some pitch strategies may have got you a little bit off your beat a little bit. Talk to us a little bit about your race.
Yeah, I mean, first off, it's hats off to the guys in the league to run a green flag race. That's pretty awesome. I don't know. I felt like I was pushing the car harder than I needed to, and I felt like I was tearing my tires up pretty quick, so I kept short pitting. I wish I could have went a few laps longer each stint, but I mean I'm happy with a second place finish. There was no catching Stan tonight. Congratulations to him on the win.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, you did lead the most laps, and you had a fast car at the beginning, and you were out to 4 seconds, and I thought you were going to extend it more, and everybody just started catching you. But that was still a good run for that 73 machine, and you definitely had some people out there in the chat rooting you on. You had Trevor Keith out there rooting you and Travis on, so you had some people out there watching and rooting for you.
Yeah, thanks to them. My grandma Linda, she tunes in every week too, so thanks to her for watching. Yeah, thanks Trevor for watching, man.
Well, definitely. Well, to next week, you're going to a little bit different style, mile and a half. That's going to be Kentucky Speedway. How are you feeling going into that race next week?
I like Kentucky a lot. I'm glad it's on the schedule. Mile and a halves, you always got to be easy with the tires, save a little bit. I think qualifying will be key, track position. So we'll practice this week and just give it our best shot. Go from there.
Absolutely. Well, podium finishes, man. You've earned all the shout-outs that you would like to give, and whenever you're ready, the floor is yours. You definitely earned it.
Hey, thanks, man. Shout out to you for stepping in and broadcasting us. I love watching these races. Shout out to my teammates at GWR. People that watch the broadcast. Appreciate you guys tuning in and making this fun. So, yeah, just really having fun in this league. Thanks.
Not a problem. Well, you have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll let you go celebrate with the rest of your team.
Thank you.
All right, well, now it is time to bring up the man with the plan, and that is going to be Mr. Stan, our race winner tonight. Stan, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend.
I do, sir. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. Glad to see you back out on the track. Glad to be able to broadcast to you again, and see you win here tonight at the Old Atlanta. You had a very fast car. You're up 14 positions for one, so it doesn't look like qualifying treated you very well, but you were able to make that up in having a fast car in the long run. Tell us how your race went.
Yeah, driver error in qualifying definitely drove it a little too deep down into one, got tight on exit. But no, I mean we knew what our race pace needed to be. We executed pretty well that first stint, and then the first green flag pit stop. The teammates that I pitted with. When we came out, they kind of got stuck behind a car that hadn't pitted yet and another slow car, and so I was able to get some space. kind of allowed me to continue to run my pace. Had fresher tires than the guys in front of me the whole race. So, I mean, that's obviously a huge benefit. So that first stint was key. And then, just keeping it clean and trying not to lose too much time around other cars. I really like Old Atlanta. I'll run anything around here. So, worked out tonight.
Well, that strategy definitely put a lot of cars a lap down because I think you ended up with only 12 cars on the lead lap. So y'all put a bunch of cars a lap down. You and Tay McDonald, y'all had pretty good battles out there on the track. He burned up his stuff a little bit quicker than he anticipated, but man, still, you were just shy of leading the most laps. I think Tay got you.
Yeah, I mean the no cautions, certainly helps. I do a lot better when we don't keep bunching up the field. I've really been working the last 8 months or so on long run speed and just trying to get comfortable with what the car and the tires do. After 15 laps. So good night, good race for the league to go caution free. Some guys were battling loose, but still held on to it. So compliments to everybody out there tonight on keeping it nice and clean.
Absolutely, and you got Paid Guitar out there saying a good win, Stan. But Stan, you're going to a different mile and a half, and that's going to be Kentucky. A little bit of different style racing there, multiple lines. How you feeling about going there?
Yeah, Kentucky is home track. Actually, it's 45 minutes down the road. Super not happy. I moved back to the area, and the first year I came back is the year they took it off the schedule. So used to go to Kentucky all the time, like the track. Again, it's going to be one of those long run. Got to have speed on the long run, and Kentucky has a little bit of character to it. And how close you've got to race the line. The racing line itself is actually pretty tight. So it'll be fun.
Well, I look forward to tuning into that, as I will not be in the broadcast booth because I'll be actually in North Carolina for that race. But definitely a great job here tonight. And what comes with those wins, you can have all the shout outs that you would like to give, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a huge thanks to you for stepping in and taking over for a few races. And then, I mean, just a simple shout out to the Eons Motorsports teammates. Everybody puts in practice each week, and for us, those guys that ran up front, I'm pretty sure everybody finished on the lead lap. So good showing for the team, and again, good showing for the league. Caution free. So again, just another shout out to the drivers who made that happen tonight.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, your teammate Ryan McCall, he finished out in 7th. That's a pretty good run from him. He was up a couple spots, but great run for you tonight. Man, I appreciate you stopping by and talking with us and telling us a little bit about your race. I'll let you go down there and celebrate with your team, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend.
Yeah, you too, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is going to be all for our podium finishers. Once again, we usually do interview the biggest mover of the race, but that was going to be Travis Gilbert, and we've already interviewed him already in that number 41 machine. So congratulations to our top 3 once again. It was a very exciting race, all green flag racing. Only a couple incidents that I've seen. We had one that had an incident on pit road, and I think it was right there at the beginning of the race. One car got loose, and there was no caution for that. But all green flag racing, can't ask for a better race. About 12 cars on the lead lap. That 82 was a rocket ship, and so was the 73. A lot of good cars. If it would have got bunched up, it may have went a little bit different if we would have saw that caution. But that just shows the talent that this group has. But we appreciate everybody that tuned in. We are going to call it a night and shut this thing down. But make sure you tune in next week, as they will keep you posted on where that broadcast will be. And we hope you all have a great rest of your weekend and great work week next week. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.